are going to be working with you all year to bring you to the highest levels that you've ever seen before in school. So we're going to reintroduce ourselves one more time so that you're clear. Now, I'm going to say my name. I'm going to say, good morning, freshmen. We call you freshmen because in college, when you start your first year of college, that's what they call students who start college, freshmen. So I'm going to say, good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss Ochs. And I'd like you to say, good morning, Miss Ochs. Good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss... Let's try one more time. Listen carefully. I'm going to say, good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss Ochs. I'd like you to say, good morning, Miss Ochs. Nod your head if you got it. All right, let me hear you work like a team. Good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss Ochs.
Good morning, Miss Ochs.
Perfect. Let's start over here.
Good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss Murray.
Good morning, Miss Murray.
Good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss Subin.
Good morning, Miss Subin.
Good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss Elmagore.
Good morning, Miss Elmagore.
Good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss Peters.
Good morning, Miss Peters.
Good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss Lowry.
Good morning, Miss Lowry.
Good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss Hanks.
Good morning, Miss Hanks.
Good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss Sung.
Good morning, Miss Sung.
Good morning, freshmen. I'm Miss Soper.
Good morning, Miss Soper.
I'm particularly impressed by those students who I still see shoulders high, hands in their lap. I know you're sleeping. Let's see if you're really on the ball. Let's try that one again. Try that one again. I like spaghetti. We're going to try it one more time. Let's aim for perfection. I want to see you rise to that challenge. No silliness. We don't have time for it. See how good team and family sounds. So we've already mastered the first objective I had this morning. When any of your teachers, when any of your coaches makes that signal, you clap back, and then who can raise their hand and remind you what you do next? Yes, sir. Listen, what do you do with your hands after you clap back? Put them in your lap. Does anybody want to tell me why you would put them in your lap? Yes, sir. You don't know? Let's try it. Let's see if we can get some help from a friend. Yes, sir. Right. You might have a pencil in your hand. You might have paper in your hand. You might have a game in your hand. You might be doing an art project. You might be working on some math manipulatives. You might be doing something with your hands, but if the teacher is going to say something, it's time to give them their full attention. So then you put your hands in your lap so that you're sure you're not doing anything but listening. What do you do with your eyes? Yes, thank you, Journey. Okay, how will I know that by looking at your eyes? Where will your eyes be? Facing the teacher who's speaking, right? We call that tracking. We're going to quickly practice tracking. Now, there were a couple of students who I saw when the young man in the back of the room started speaking. They turned and they looked at him. That was so respectful. Because if he said something that was important, which it was, anything you say is important, you would have gotten it. Now, if you're looking all over the place, you might be thinking about that got poster. You might be wondering, I wonder if that drink machine over there, if I can order from it. You might be looking over there and saying, I wonder if I'm from Michigan. Or you might be wondering if this is where we get lunch. But if your eyes are on the person speaking, then you'll be sure to hear everything they said. So we're going to see if you all can track us when we speak. I think I almost have everybody. All right. Whoops. I think I almost have everybody's eyes on me, and I'm the one speaking. But if I were to toss the ball to Miss Peters, and Miss Peters is going to say something.
Hi, I'm Miss Peters, and I went to Marist College for my undergraduate degree, and for my graduate degree, I went to the University of Bridgeport.
Now, Miss Peters, I think every single person was looking at you. I love the fact that this young man's looking back at me because I'm speaking now. But I think almost everybody looks at you. Let's see if they can keep it up. Toss it to somebody else. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Miss Lowry, and I love KIPP. Did I get everybody? I'm Miss Sober, and I went to the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. I'm Miss Dodge, and I went to the Princeton University, Princeton, New Jersey. Hi, I'm Miss Murray, and I went to James Madison University in Virginia.
Hi, I'm Miss Subin. I went to George Washington University, which is in Washington, D.C., and hopefully you all get to visit Washington, D.C. later. Or not Washington, D.C., George Washington University.
I'm Miss Ellenport, and I went to Rice University, which is in, I know some of you guys are following me when I'm walking around. I went to Rice University, which is in Texas, and then I went to Georgetown University, which is right here in Washington, D.C., and which we also went to visit someday, although maybe not as soon. Very nice. Hi, I'm Miss Gossett, and I, like Miss Song, went to Princeton University, which is in New Jersey. I like how everyone's eyes are following me as I walk around. And I am going to be teaching general ed, so I'll be seeing lots of you because I'll be in lots of different classrooms.
Now, you can hold on to Miss Gossett. That was pretty good. However, the thing is that we had a nice dodgeball. Let me make sure I have everybody's eyes. Got it? Over here. Second time I'm waiting for you. Let me see. Let me see. Got it? Okay. We had a nice dodgeball. And you kind of knew where we were going to throw it next. You kind of knew that we were going around in a circle. You could predict it. But what if I started talking about my favorite book,
And then I started talking about my favorite book.
Then I started talking about my favorite book, and then I jumped in and said my favorite book.
And then I had to jump in and talk about mine.
And me too.
And I wanted to say that I actually really like math, even though I'm a reading teacher.
And math loves reading. Math loves to read because reading is so important. We have to read some math.
so how many of you kept up with us that time? Very nice. Hands down. So let's review. Hands folded. Eyes on me. Good. I mean, you guys are so we're going to go back, and you guys are already there for the next thing I want to talk about, which is something called ready position. You might have had something called ready position at your old school. You might have had something called learning position, or they might have called it slant. Okay? Nod your head if that's something you're familiar with. Okay, good. Now, if it's not something they use at your old school, it's something we use here. It's hard being at school. You're a hipster, though. Gotta get through it. Whenever we are in class learning, or we're in the cafeteria listening to an assembly, or there is a teacher speaking, we sit in what's called ready position. And ready position, you pretty much are already there. Your hands are folded in your lap. Your shoulders are raised by two strings. If it's easier to think about your head being pulled by a string and you're kind of dangling by it, it'll make you super nice and tall. Like that's perfect posture. That's very, very nice. You look lovely. Good.